What is up, you fantastic speed gaming folks? My name is Adam, aka WXFan21. Not gonna lie, I had a kind of funny intro, but I forgot about it. So here I am, just doing a normal howdy doody intro. And I would have had to warn you all in chat to lower your volume, but that is okay. I am joined on co-coms and tracker, Mr. DJ Webb. DJ, it's like you never left.
Yeah, had a lot of words come out of my mouth today about this game. We'll see how many I have left.
I like it. All right, so here we go. The runners are off and running. Look at Tilimorf smile. Is like, yeah, I get this. So I was like, "Jeez, game. What the?
Oh goodness.
Oh my goodness, this sprite. I mean, this sprite. This one was interesting earlier.
Yeah, people who play with alternate sprites have a lot of respect because like there's a lot of things in this game that like you have visual cues for and stuff, and
Yep.
like, obviously they all have the same like hitboxes and like same properties within the game or whatever, but like if you're trying to do a CWJ with that, like, good luck.
Right. So I was actually, you speak about visual cues. I've been in the process of watching Oates' watch back of his world record, and he was really mentioning that. And you know what, DJ, I couldn't believe how much that at least speedrunners actually use a bunch of visual cues, whether it's an animation on screen, whether it's something on Samus, something in the background. I couldn't believe how important just some of those visual cues are. It's not something you really think about when you're just actually looking and commentating or even tracking the game. But running, apparently, that's a lot different.
Yeah, obviously this game, especially for something as old, it's highly technical. There's a whole lot of moving parts. It's very intricate. The movement system has a lot of, interesting quirks. Like, I also don't run this game. I could tell you a bunch of funny things like, the vertical height of Samus versus when like a normal jump versus a spin jump versus an angle down versus a down grab. Like, there's a lot. This game is insane in that way.
So what you're saying is you are going to be our Super Metroid encyclopedia.
Oh goodness. I might be like, I don't know. You know how, you're a kid and you walk into like the bookshelf that your parents keep and you have like, the 1 to like 16 set of encyclopedias. I might have like A through AT. I'll give myself that much credit and no more.
Okay. Respect. Well, I will say something that I didn't have in the comms I was doing earlier. The Eddie versus Junie June match. We have power bombs. We'll actually have a meme route, which we didn't have once. It was just there were no power bombs down here. It was just straight to bomb chorizo.
Yeah, these the power bombs are nice to have early. A missed wall jump check. You saw Audra react to that a little bit. We've got our first meme route. Oh, it goes to Lower Norfolk front.
Oh
That's a
my
fun
god,
one.
are you kidding me? Bruh.
So yeah, both runners making it through there without a scratch. No, we had the E-tank, so runners were pretty safe overall, but you always like to make it out of there. No harm done. So yeah,
Easy
without
peasy.
supers, I kind of like seeing something that you can't do there because there's a lot of places where you could go and it's like, yeah, you could follow that, but you don't have a super, or there's green doors and there's red doors that you got to missile when you didn't want to. So something I think is, perfectly fine right here. No supers thus far. That's definitely one thing we are looking out for so far, and we are unable to check. Well, the last miner up here, 230, we ran out of power bombs. Typically, the thing that happens when you come through here.
Boo.
So yeah, this is everyone's favorite room to climb. This is one of those places where those scenes come in with like, wall jumping animations and like shooting and breaking spin and especially if you do the ledge grab climb.
Yeah, I've been calling it Blue Tower.
Blue Tower, that's
I mean, it's blue in the
background.
background. I don't know. It's just
The
something. I've been
platforms are
calling it.
blue, unless you've got
Yeah.
Sprite and background color differences
If
like
Pete's
Audra
just
does.
calling it tower or just room, this is why people come up with names, ladies and gentlemen. So hope you all are doing well tonight. Exclamation point R in chat to follow both of these amazing runners. This is a best of 3 between Tilimorf and Audraxys. Audraxys, this is also a lower round best of 3. Audraxys is the 4th seed. Tilimorf is the 10th seed. Both top 10 runners. Both are absolutely cracked and insane. And it's going to be an energy tank down here, which I think is really interesting real early. 2 energy tanks, not 1 set of supers. Thanks, game.
Yeah, I don't expect it, but I'd be interested to see if either runner actually wants to check out 230. They're almost certain, well, actually not almost certain. They're forced to go back left here. The right door is a super door. So if you're looking for supers and you really want to be thorough, that's a thing you can do. But otherwise, more than likely, wherever this door leads you, one of the doors over here leads you, it's going to be something you can do. So we'll see what they end up finding.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if we see a beam here at Terminator. Another energy tank. Okay. 3 energy tanks makes me think we could see a very early Force Tail run.
Yeah, 3 tanks puts a lot of those things in logic, especially with the way area works. Some of our old hall run logic is mostly based on vanilla map, but 3 tanks get you, from a lot of doors to a lot of other doors. But,
yep, and there's Tube again. Listen, whoever's generating these seeds, if you see me on comms, can you please stop forcing Tube to connect to Torian Door? That's all I'm asking for. I feel like I've seen that every game so far.
Oh goodness, I've seen
maybe
a million things today.
I've been commentating too much. A missile and a power bomb, so no need to finish Gauntlet. No need to finish Gauntlet, so I appreciate DJ hopping in here on comms. Co-comms. DJ's also going to be, doing his thing with the tracking, so pulling double duty, which I appreciate. Oh, green bleeping Brinstar. That's huge. Might as well check the other door down here too.
Which part of Green Brinstar?
Hello, Main Street.
I'm trying to figure out my map too. I'll get those lines in there at some point.
RB6 to GB3.
RB6 to GB3. Goodness.
I know. We're working on it, chat.
Alright. And then that was back of East Meridia at the other side of the thing.
Out of criteria. So I think it's CR2 or 3. The one that's not Turian is Main Street, and Torian Door is Tube.
Yeah, I've got it all. I track on my own in a different thing, and then I just have to convert stuff. So the lines will be a little bit delayed, but they will appear. That I promise you.
Yep. And again,
watch what's going.
DJ, if you need me to help out too, just please let me know. So we're tag teaming this. It is 12:17 a.m. Eastern time. How about for you, DJ?
Oh, I'm Central, so it's 11:17. But yeah, you focus on the words. Like I said, I've said enough today. I can push a few buttons.
Excellent. I will focus on the words. And words right now, Audraxys may have with this item if it's not something important. Ooh, it's speed. Please go right away for the default waterway. Look, earlier today in Audra is speed booster right here. You check waterway because you'll probably never coming back here. Look, this earlier today, game 2 of Eddie versus Junie, this was Gravity Suit, which was a very pivotal item because we believe we did have a decent amount of Meridia checks. So Audra's going to go ahead and clear out waterway, and we will find out what this is. Nice shine spark. And please be something important.
Reserve.
F. Bleeping reserve tanks. Listen, game, I hype you up, saying it was Gravity Suit earlier. You give us nothing, you give us a bleeping reserve tank. Rude. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. Rando is going to Rando. So, the interesting thing here, too, is we have no super missiles. So, I believe we can still do Wavegate, if I'm
You
not
could do wave gate
mistaken.
if you had wave.
Right, but oh,
The
so
other thing you need is a
Wavegate only.
super.
I thought you could technically do it with missiles.
Nah, so the way that the thing works is that super missiles have a higher acceleration, and like that's why they can clip through the thing. It's weird with some like off-screen, like part of it's loaded and part of it's unloaded again. Like I said, not part
That
of the
makes sense.
A3 A2T encyclopedia. So yeah, you do have to use a super missile unless it doesn't work. So
Yep.
that's
Okay.
getting left in the dust for now.
Well, that makes sense. I was gonna say, I know I've seen some runners use just a regular missile on doors and randos, but I've never seen it used on Wavegate, so we are good there. So, here we go. In the meantime, Audra is gonna go clear out Atacoons. It's the last major check. One of the last 2 major checks we have here in Green Brinstar.
Yeah, we were hopeful to find some supers
Oy
quickly. Obviously, that's a
vey.
super door, so that's also not going to be a place we can find our first supers. But you know,
Nope.
in the vanilla game, you get your first supers
Yep.
over there in
Smart
the
Audra.
reserve room. So
Yep, Audra
yeah.
playing the smart. So this is not something you will typically see in a rando like this, is going to check the minor item over here at the Etacoons. And I just call this entire section Etacoons. So this is the Etacoons wall jump. And checking this item, it's just a missile. So both of these runners are on the hunt right now for supers. So that's a smart check. Tilimorf can save some time if they choose to go back, but no, Tilimorf is doing the exact same thing. No route divergence yet. Both runners are doing, you know, the same route, and here we go. So Audra's gonna go check early supers. Owl RTA in chat says supers could be all the way in 230. Please don't say that.
Yeah, that's not currently a place they can actually get back
Hey,
to.
look
Yeah,
at
there
that.
it is. There's a super missile. This is one of
The
those things
side.
where it unfortunately puts you in a position where, like we said, the wave gate is it's doable now. You've got the
Yeah.
super missiles, but
The sigh of relief, by the way, from Audra. They
Yeah.
had a sigh of relief.
For sure,
So-
yeah. If this door that they're close to, if they want to go through that, it's kind of just going to be something where, you know, normally in these seeds, waterway is the green Brinstar item that you don't get when you're first through this seed. It's not waterway, but it's wavegate, so you know they're in the same location, so you can kind of treat it like that. It's just the thing about it is that usually it's like there's something that's telling you to go back and it's getting speed. Here, it's just like, you know, it's there, and
Correct.
maybe you'll end up close to those portals and it'll be okay, but maybe not as well.
Correct. So, Audra's gonna take a safety save. I don't blame them for doing this whatsoever. So, if this green Brinstar door, the upper green Brinstar door, if this leads anywhere into Norfair, I think, yet again, we have 5 energy tanks for Audra, 5 for Tilimorf. This could be some sort of a forced hell run, forcing us to go clear something up in Norfair to get progression. Whether that's Varia, whether that's going to be Gravity. So there's going to be some sort of progression in Norfair with the amount of this many energy tanks. That's what it's got me suspicious of. And this, okay, it's wrecked ship. And Audra's going to go for it. So this is a very early check. Remember, Audra took the safety save. Also, I just want to point out, Audra's movement, super fast and clean.
Yeah, this has been so far so good as far as that. I also I was so focused on tracking the areas that I forgot they got items too. So if they have anything other than speed booster, which I'm pretty sure they don't,
No,
just yell at me in chat and I'll mark that right up for them.
Yeah, chat, please don't yell at DJ. Be nice. Oh my goodness, it's Vanilla Phantoon. Is this even randomized?
So yeah, this is it's interesting. A lot of times here in these area boss seeds, number one, if Phantoon's not vanilla and you come in here early, like you're unlikely to even be able to get the items. The other thing about it is that, like, even when you are, like, you know, speed booster means that all 4 of the items that are in this area are accessible as far as the major locations, which
Correct.
again, that also a lot of times isn't the case. So
You also
interesting.
you keep in mind too, if this isn't Phantom, it's a waste of time because you could be walking into Ridley, you could be walking into Dragon, and you can't really do anything with just Morph Ball and Speed Booster. You can't escape Dragon. You don't have enough energy and ammo to take care of Ridley. So it could also be a trap and a time loss. Tilimorf goes for that extra missile first, and Audra finally getting rid of Fantoon. They're shaking their head going, yeah, no, Fantoon being Fantoon. Yet again.
Yeah, I think they missed one of the eye opens. It's just Fantoon, you know, it's the bane of every speedrunner's existence in this game, you know.
And they're gonna high
No
five
matter
through the door.
Yeah. No matter how good you are, the pattern can lose your time, and then you know, even if you're good, like fast eye close, bad fame patterns, all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
So yeah.
Sometimes parts of the game is just RNG. Also, folks, if you hear me talking softer, I apologize. Like I said, it is past midnight here on the East Coast, and my family is sleeping or will be getting ready to sleep, and I really don't want to get yelled at and or scolded.
This room is being very unkind so far. Lots of damage taken. That's not what you want when you're potentially headed to a spiky room of death
with the energy. Yeah, or you with the energy tanks.
We're loaded up as far as energy, like you said. We got our early morph, we got the speed booster, you know, at the ideal spot right before waterway. But other than that, it's been a lot of nothing here. Yeah, still taking more damage, but
Tilimorf getting a fast.
All of this energy that we have is making it so that this is, you know, relatively safe as far as whatever's going to happen. Obviously, the thing you really don't want to do is the spike platforms in the next room that Audra will be in, the spike room of death, so-called. They do 200 on power suit, so as long as you don't take a hit from that, you're mostly going to be good. But they're not...
Audра's going to clear top of wreck ship.
Oh. I like that in the sense that if you get something like a high jump or a gravity, you can pair that item check with the door check as well, so that would be a reason to put it off.
And here comes... Oh, that's nice from Audra.
Yeah, this is a...
That was... Oh, that's filthy! Audra.
Yeah, old route strats. In,
Audra, that's filthy.
Coming to life. Yeah, some people like to do it with the spark. Just doing the speed keep like there is definitely faster. It's not easy to pull off, like I was talking about. The several intricacies and all the weird ways that this game works makes so that, I mean, especially doing that, like if you were doing an old route speed run or a hundo speed run where that's your strat, you're gonna have high jump there. So that was, you know, a lot of muscle memory and still some improvisation on top of that.
Yep. I still don't like that both of these runners only have 5 power bombs, so we got to keep that in mind. You're going to be seeing runners possibly refill again. Need to keep those power bombs up. We don't have bombs yet, and only 5 power bombs so far, but Audra is the first one to make it to bowling. And this is where we just hang out, relax, go get a cup of coffee, go to the bathroom, get a snack, you know, do what you gotta do. Audra's having a little bit of a drink. And this is basically just 10 to 20 seconds of you can't do anything.
Or from like morphing into the hand, it's like 35-40, just about.
I was being, I think I was being somewhat generous, but this is just...
So yeah, Tilimorf is making.
Okay, I gotta stop that because I may actually fall asleep.
We'll get you a little wake up slap through space and time. We'll figure out a way.
A wake up slap. All I gotta do is yell loud enough. My wife will come in the room and be like, "You need to stop." She'll just give me the look, and I've gotten the look before when I've been loud enough. Yeah, I know the look of it. Sorry, I'll keep it down. Or I'll get the text that says, "Will you please keep it down?" Which is also possible.
So yeah, it's good you were talking about the power bomb conservation. As you saw, Audra's current situation is that 1 power bomb is in their possession, and that is exactly what they need to get out. And you can see Tilimorf has come in here, checking this from the other side because Tilimorf didn't actually have the power bombs to actually get that item if he so wanted it. Fortunately for him, it's just an energy tank, so skippable. But
Tilimorf is gonna make up some time too.
Oh yeah, given
DJ,
checking it from that side with the double door transition, it's probably really not much faster, and like it's an energy tank, so like getting it is kind of desirable right now. But yeah, all we have is energy right now. It's kind of insane. And Audra decides E-tank, not so much right now.
You know what I need is Bash Prime's E button. Just give me the E button to keep pressing.
And both of our runners could have just had another powerbomb this whole time. That's kind of funny. kind of surprising. Well, actually, I know why Audra didn't want to do this on the way in. It's because eating a fanfare and you potentially were resetting is not desirable, so that's why the check was delayed here. Tilimorf, I'm not as sure. I don't know what his save situation was like at the time.
Tilimorf didn't save until wreck ship.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, he could have much more scot-free checked that on the way in. But yeah,
I
we're
am
not doing wreck
also.
ship E-Tank right now.
I'm very suspicious of wreck ship E-Tank. I'm very suspicious of that being gravity. Very suspicious of that, but anyway, I love my wife, and yeah, I will not be waking her. I don't even think she'll get up anyway. The AC's on. But we've been DJ, we've been together 12 years this year and married for 7.5. I know the cue is when it's like, I'm trying to sleep, please stop yelling.
Hey, happy wife, happy life. That's what they say, right?
That's correct. So anyway, Audra's going back now, again, finishing clearing out Green Bin by taking out these hoppers, and now it's Supers to be able to clear Wave Gate. This is the first shot. Gets it on the third try.
Yeah, it looks like so far Tilimorf.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Gravity is not at Wreck Ship E-Tank. I'm sorry, chat. DJ can take over the rest of this. I'm going to bed. Oy vey.
I was gonna say it looks like Tilimorf making the same decision thus far as leaving the E-Tank. As well as more than likely the door. And yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, not gonna go back now because the gravity suit makes both getting to the E-Tank as well as getting to the door pretty much trivial. But yeah, you already backtracked a little bit and you spent a lot of time there and the goods were here and you could have just like not.
Yep, and here we go. It's time for the hell runs, like we've been saying. 7 energy tanks. Tilimorf has 6. There is 0 reason why this is not forced right now. There's no reason why not. Audra gonna get a quick energy grab and make their way up. Most likely, I'm gonna guess Bubble Mountain, because you can get the 2 checks and the wave check. But at the same time, like, you could just go clear it and then go through Cathedral. You have speed.
I expect left side first.
Left side?
But yeah, I was wrong.
Audra is going to Bubble Mountain.
Yeah. It's just because it's so easy to access, left to right and then back again, or whichever way you're going.
Yeah, I think
if the cool side has Varia, you're just like wasting time doing this without Varia.
Yeah. But also at the same time, like, we don't know what the business center doors are, right? Like, I get the logic for wanting to check, at the very least, Lower Norfair exit and all the Bubble Mountain checks, including Wave. But the problem is we don't have a jump, which means you're going to see Audra do the really difficult FU Super Nintendo and people who made this game and were not intending on speed running to climb that very tiny little thing. That may look easy. It is very difficult to accomplish. Imagine doing wall jumps like that with that very, very little space to do a wall jump, and then not having the give to continue to jump up. Very, very interesting. So, very nicely done here. But
yeah, the trick about these is it's similar to if you do Gauntlet early in the game and you're wall jumping up those. You have to delay your jump press more than you have to on a normal wall jump, and that lets you like get further away from the wall, and that's how you clear those little small overhangs.
Yep, Tilimorf is just gonna get a little bit of a refill here. Again, we don't have high jump, and Tilimorf has elected to go to the left. If Tilimorf never clears Bubble Mountain, that would be huge for Tilimorf. And very smart by Tilimorf as well to go back and get those guaranteed power bomb drops.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the rest of this area holds. Screw attack,
Oh,
very
now
nice
all the
find.
supers are coming in here. Glass,
Yeah,
they're all hiding in Upper Norfair. Or most of them.
Depending on what's over here, yeah, it's
Give me a high
possible
jump.
Tilly ends up not having to do this. There's an energy refill. You would have probably liked that after ice, but given your current health, it was a little bit dangerous to go there. Find normal bombs; those are nice.
They're definitely nice to have. We got 10 power bombs. They're not as nice as if you were to find them, early game.
Yeah, it's still nice for the lack of power bomb management here. Like you said, 10 isn't a ton. We would definitely have liked to have gotten another pack. Audra, if they want to stay on this side, are gonna have to refill health at the speed bugs again, or go down to a different refill. But oh, that was a nice jump.
Nicely
Speed only
done.
sometimes sucks, and sometimes it helps because you jump lower and you go further out.
That cack was no match for Screw Attack. Hey, that rhymed. Wow.
So yeah, our runners are on opposite sides of Norfolk, giving us all of the knowledge at, pretty much the same time, which is great for us, unless you're the tracker and you have to remember to push all the buttons.
Listen,
But I've been
DJ,
better about it so far.
I'm here doing comms, my dude. If you need to take a break, go right ahead. I want to see a break from these freaking energy tanks.
Yeah, lots of lots.
Wow.
Audra did not fill up all the way. That's for certain right now. Safe scumming this. I think they're going portal hunting right now. Yeah, they're not even going the wave. They're like, you know what? I can maybe couple that in if I find stuff from the other side. Right now, they want to get to the other side. And 2 E-tanks will be, pretty nice. We're already getting to a point where, like, definitely we need another power bomb, but, like, so much health, screw attack, and gravity, like, they find Lauren Orfair, they're not going to be too afraid of it. The fear would be not the area itself, but the boss, because we do not have eyes on Ridley yet. All we have is a vanilla Fantoon scene, which makes it unlikely that Ridley's also vanilla, but still possible.
Yep. And now Audra's gonna go find another 2 energy tanks, giving them
9.
Oh my goodness, there's Aqueduct. Tilimorf, what are you doing? Tilimorf, go back.
He's staying.
Check the door.
He says I want to be here. Yeah, this is I mean, yeah, we had access to this from the back, so like we could have been here without, running through Upper Norfolk with our woes. But this is a place where, you're not gonna be taking heat damage constantly, and some good stuff could be here. There could also be some not good stuff here, and this area also has some of the slower checks in the game that people like to not do. So we'll see what Tilimorf's decisions
we're
are.
gonna see. Yep, smart check on the left one has the major item. Right, I don't think has any majors.
No, right's just 2 minors.
Yep, so this has the what's ever in the egg-like thing. And we're about to find out what that is.
Look like energy tank? Reserve tank,
goodness,
even
it's
worse.
another
That's
reserve
vanilla.
This
That sucks.
DJ, I have had enough. I'm gonna. Where can I file an official complaint with this seed?
I think if you write a strongly worded letter to your local congressman, maybe an alderman, that might make its rounds to the powers that be.
Understood. What's your complaint about the game? Too much energy. That was the point. Not in this rando.
Yeah, it's time to see what decisions are made here. Yeah,
Okay.
Audra does want the other door info, which you were calling for a little bit ago.
All right, let's find out. So that was left side business center. Let's find out what right side business center is.
Ooh, that's top of red tower.
That's huge. But Audra is gonna go and go clear Aqueduct. Just like Tilimorf is. It'll be interesting to see, though, if Audra does, in fact, go for one of the sand pits.
Yeah, more than likely I expect similar things to have been done, just because, like, again, like, Varia being exactly there, like, the seed's just kind of over, frankly, if you find Varia in the sand pit. You just need to run into several more supers.
Yeah.
But yeah,
now,
Chad is correctly pointing out that Tilly did a long farm there over in that room to the right.
Varia!
Speaking of Varia, Audra just saved like a year on what Tilimorf did.
Yep.
Yeah, no sand pit's gonna happen. No insane farm, and like I said, like at this point, they're both just gonna be looking for ammo, and Audra has 3 more super packs comparatively, as well as the screw attack and the bombs, and especially the screw attack is going to make a pretty big difference.
Audra's made up so much time from clearing Bubble Mountain. It's insane. Those clears, Audra has plenty of missiles for Ridley. Tilimorf doesn't.
Oh, yeah, as you can see, Tilly is farming again. I expect a token farm at the very least from Audra here. You would rather fight with 30 supers than a 21 supers, and I mean, has, all the missiles in the world where it would be possible, but the supers are just better.
Yep.
Didn't spark for the first farm. That's something I typically see. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see how these things work out. Is farm with screw attack now. That's also a thing you can see here. Yeah, once the super's up, I expect probably 33 or so they'll go, just because there's a few doors in your way. Yeah, they're getting out now.
Nicely done from Audra. Alright, and so, because neither runner has space jump, this is more incredibly difficult, and Audra unfortunately couldn't keep the suit charged long enough to do a charge across. Why can't I think of the wording? It's late. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so without high jump, you're never getting the full halfie, but you can get to the door and then do a halfie. Don't ask about the nomenclature for that trick. It doesn't make any sense, and no one's ever tried to make it make sense.
I wasn't even going
fun.
to the halfie. What's the 2 words for when you attack with a charge? Spark charge?
Shine spark? Shine spark.
Thank you. Shine spark.
Words are hard.
Listen, it's 12:40 a.m. Eastern. I'm sorry. It is Ridley.
Yeah,
This is going to be a really tough fight for Tilimorf.
It's tough isn't necessarily the right word, but yeah, like Audra is coming in behind. Audra's literally gonna finish this fight first. Supers are just so much faster on this fight, and I mean, yeah, Tilimorf literally doesn't even have 30 max supers, so this is gonna be like a quick takeover here. And yeah, the this is gone. Like, I mean, you said it in at the time, and we didn't know if you were right, but like Tilimorf very unlikely to clear out most of Bubble Mountain. But even with that difference, Audra's gonna be ahead.
Audra's movement is just so fast and clean. I'm not saying Tilimorph's isn't, but you can just tell by watching both runners, Audra has a distinct movement advantage. But again, so like this is something I want to point out when I was commentating Eddie versus Junie earlier. Junie elected, and there's our charge beam. There's a charge beam. There's a charge beam. So something that was interesting is clearing out Bubble Mountain. Junie did on both games. Eddie skipped both games, and Bubble Mountain didn't have anything of note, which allowed Eddie to continue to get ahead. So that is something to keep in mind too. It's a check that statistically I probably wouldn't do, because there's 3 majors. You have the reserve tank, speed, and wave. So it's not something I would do, but to each their own, and definitely mix up time. Tilimorf is once again falling behind. They did have a little bit of an advantage in having a tough time hitting the wall jump out of here.
Yeah, without nice jump, recovery. That is a very, very non-trivial jump. Again, I'm unfortunately a little bit less familiar with Tilimorf than I am from Audra's side, but yeah, like experience in randomizer races, vanilla categories, a wide variety of them. Those are all things that can help you out in these. And yeah, you're almost always in every seed. You're gonna get put in a position you've not been in, a million times. Maybe it's only been, tens or hundreds of times. So you got to be able to, improvise, come up with stuff on the fly, and execute well. And yeah, so far what's been happening has been coming up Audra's way, as far as both the movement as well as the item finds, because like we said, like even the extra Bubble Mountain clear, which hasn't even put him behind, is netted that screw attack, which is gonna more than likely pay dividends here.
Oh, it's gonna be huge, especially low in warfare.
Yeah, they've got a save there. They are going to be coming to Red Tower here. I'm assuming if they don't find anything really good in this area, they can just kind of go back to that and option back to Upper Norfair. And yeah, Tilimorf is doing this. Right sandpit for miners. Third power bomb is nice. A lot less necessary here in area seeds, but it is he wants to start. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Varia and the seeds kind of ish over as we.
Oh my goodness!
Our,
it's gonna route them back into Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, So not checking this was very, very beneficial.
Oh, that just put Audra ahead, and Audra's gonna completely skip wave. Audra's in go mode.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're definitely not in go mode. They definitely need
Well,
more missiles
they
and supers,
are.
but
It's just like a bad. You don't want to be firing pea shooter shots at Mother Brain at the end of one of these.
no. But again, at the same time, like you need. I think you probably need 10 to 15 more supers to definitely do the Mother Brain fight. I think. Carefully. I don't know what the exact numbers are.
If they got one more missile and 2 more supers, that'd be a good amount. But again, like you don't technically need any. You would prefer a beam, frankly. As,
right.
I'm once again getting behind on my tracking, but I promise it's coming.
DJ, take your time. I'll take care of this. So Tilimorf is gonna actually route out of East Meridia into Red Brinstar through Crab Hole. And Audra's gonna go check what fishes. Again, we haven't found Torian yet. So on our way to go check at the fishes. Red fish. Well, whatever color it is on Audra's screen. And okay. Wow, F. That just literally routed you back to Crab Hole.
That's a weird and wacky one. Oh goodness.
Wow. Okay then. So West Meridia, thank you for coming. Have a nice day.
Yeah, not something you see very often here.
No. And Audra ended up. They shook their head. They're like, "What?" Yeah, wrong.
Yeah, they didn't. They were in the wrong hole there for sparking where they wanted to spark.
I'm keeping that comment that will not be said on stream myself.
All right, we're checking Spazer. We couldn't do this earlier with the lack of super missiles. So yeah, spring ball. It's a thing that sometimes people skip it, and like most of the time, if you're like already in the room with it, and there's certain things you haven't done, like just kind of grab it and you'll be fine.
Springy, 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 springy.
But yeah, there was a like I said, a save portal here. They explored some of the map, didn't find the places that they were looking for, so just kind of came back here. There's this red tower middle portal, which Tilimorf is right next to, that we're about to find. There's also still 2 left in Criteria.
It's Torian.
It's Turian. Okay,
again.
That's something you need to find.
Thank you.
For
Again,
certain.
Torian. Middle red tower. Rude. Okay, it's actually an interesting plus pod for Torian, to be honest. Because there were many ways to get to Red Brinstar, so it's not like you're hard routed anywhere. There are plenty of different doors to get back to Red Tower, so that's a nice portal to have. So the only 2 we haven't found Kraidslayer, we haven't found back Lower Norfair, and Croc. So we have 2 more criteria doors to check, and at the back of Wrecked Ship to check.
Yeah, so we're going to probably what we want to do is go to Criteria and hopefully find Kraid, definitely. Like if you find Kraid, you can pretty much just kind of dip into both of those boss layers. One of them
basically DJ is saying if you find Kraid, you win.
Actually, wait, never mind. Well, what can't happen is Criteria leading to itself, because we just had West Meridia leading to itself. So Criteria has to go elsewhere. It seems to me yes. The most likely thing is that one of the I think one of the dead ends is definitely here in Criteria, and it could be both.
Yeah,
and then that would make
Audra's gonna go. Looks like they're gonna have. Yeah, they're gonna go back to Wrecked Ship, and this is a long check. And Audra's saying, "Nope, I don't want any part of this. Bye bye. I got a better way to get there." So again, that back of Wrecked Ship door, it's very possible it's Kraid. If the back of Wrecked Ship is Kraid, this is an extremely long route. And Tilimorf...
looks like some indecision here on Audra's side.
What did Tilimorf find, by the way?
He's just been going through portals and finding stuff that we've already known about.
What was in Wave, though? Was it a beam? No, it wasn't.
Did he look at Wave? I didn't actually see if he went in there.
Tilimorf did get Wave. I don't know what it was, but they were proceeding
that way. Was beams not changed?
Oh, here we go again with an energy tank. Chat, that's not what I wanted to hear. Chat. Why? Why? Have I not said I'm under, like, protest already with these ridiculous amounts of E?
Yeah, we
F.
found a lot of E, and we didn't end up actually like needing most of it, especially from Tilimorf's spot. Like he like barely did any heated runs at all.
Yeah.
So
I mean, seriously, where is... I need Bash's E button, because it might break by the end of this seed.
yeah, so the worst outcome here for Audra is that these leads to Croc. Pretty much every other option is fine.
Oh, Tilimorf, that was pretty! And
Yeah.
Tilly is gonna go back to Crapple. Bye, Tilly. Bye, Crapple.
There's some talks about, yeah, if this is Croc, Tilly's back in this. I actually think the save that still exists in Aqueduct makes it less bad than it could be for Audra, but yeah, definitely bad. Croc back here is bad. There's no two bones about it.
Yep, Z-Man just called it in chat. So Z-Man said, if back of wreck ship leads to Croc, Tilly's right back in this. It's true. If this is... And Audra's gonna go clean up this energy tank check as well. Tilimorf gonna go to do the Mama Turtle check.
Ooh. Those are some nice boots.
Oh my god. Oh, an Ice Beam. Ice Beam at Mama Turtle.
I thought that Audra might have looked at that and reset, but given that it was Ice Beam, I don't think that's something you reset. I could be wrong. They do things that surprise me all the time, but yeah, Ice Beam's good. High Jump's also good. I don't actually know which one's better, frankly, at this point. Obviously, Ice both does the freer Zeb skip, as well as adding damage to your beam that you have. So
I mean, let's
especially
be honest,
for Tilimorf,
Metroids.
who has
Metroids.
a lot fewer supers. Yeah, that's the other thing. Metroids are a lot better with Ice.
And Tilimorf is going to be the first one to go all the way back to Criteria to find the 2 doors. Oh, this is going to be huge. Oh, really? Why?
They're not going that way though. They're going back to Red Tower. Okay, no. This map is tricking up both of our runners so far.
And that's it. It's Croc.
It was Croc. Oh goodness, that stinks. Yeah,
Audra knew it
expected.
as soon as they entered the door. So there we go.
Even
so
with
we know this is stupid. So
even with the
2 doors left.
high jump boots. No dice on
Oh
keeping
my
that.
god. Tilly, no. Tilly's going to wreck ship. Tilly's going to wreck ship. Tilly. Okay.
It's not actually, because this is not, yeah. But this is still weird.
Tilly,
No one knows where they're going right now.
Don't you dare shoot that door. No, don't do. Tilly shot the door and went through the door. And Tilly's gonna now retrieve from Greenwich. Good for you, Tilly. Audra is making friends with Red Tower.
Yeah, so the middle portal
Tilly, go back to Criteria.
is Turian. They don't know that yet. So this is knowledge that they needed to get. But after that, again, yeah, what they need to do is go back to Criteria, and it has the things they need. Oh, I guess they did see Turian. I don't know. Resets and stuff confuse me, and I don't know what's going on. But yeah,
Listen,
both
DJ's
runners
had a
need to go
long
back
day.
to Criteria.
Listen, DJ, you've had a long day. You've commentated a lot, just like I have. Chat's not gonna hold it against us. Who am I kidding? Chat's gonna hold it against us. They don't love us anymore. Okay, never mind. Only kidding, chat. On our way to check the last 2 portals. Either way, whether it is gonna be Crabs or Moat, you're gonna find an access to one of our bosses, or one of the bosses' areas. I think the best thing to do, I'd say Kraid's Lair. That'd probably be the smart play here, DJ, is to head to Kraid's Lair.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what's over here. It's back of Lower Norfair, and it's Kraid's Lair. We've eliminated all their options, so...
Yep.
What's going on here?
Audra is going to head all the way back to Meme Route, and gonna go to Lower Norfair through Lava Dive.
They've definitely got some mistracked here. Oh, you know what
It's
it is? This could be. It could be a knowledge gap, but I don't actually think it's a knowledge gap. Are they both doing this? No. So yeah, Tilimorf's doing the smart thing, which is just doing this
so
back to back.
that was Krabs, I
Um,
think, right?
yeah, that sounds right.
So
Because
Krabs
one's
is
area connected to itself, the other one's can't. So yeah, Audra was playing around the ability for this Lord Orpher to go to Kraid at the back, but that's literally not possible because of, like I said, one area already connected to itself.
Yep. And now we know Meme Route and Krabs both connect to Lower Norfair. So that's actually really interesting that we have two doors and criteria that actually basically just connect to Lower Norfair. So Tilly is actually, you can
Quite ahead,
argue, in the
actually.
lead. And the
Yeah.
reason I say argue is because Tilly's going to get to the boss first. And with the knowledge of... Oh, it's Wave Beam. That's huge.
I
The
was just about
knowledge
to
of...
say that the other difference right now is just their in-game damage. That it's only 10 more supers at this point, and Tilly has 10 more missiles, but that was something that was ticking in Audra's favor. But yeah, given the routing here, and also like Wave is really Wave plus Ice, like the damage difference is arguably in Tilly's favor now. In front is bad because Audra's gonna have to IBJ this worst room.
Correct. So this is huge. Because with the last two doors and criteria, you have Krabs that led to the back of Lower Norfair. That information that Tilly has, I think, is huge at this point here in the late game. Why? Because Tilly has no longer any need to go all the way back to go check the screw attack item, has no need to go back to out. Tilly can head right back out, head up over the moat, go Kraid's lair, and then just run back to Red Tower, which we know is Torian Door, leads to Tube, which will then lead to Torian. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a race. This is a race on our hands. This could come down to the wire. Purely based on Tilly went back till Audra lost all the advantage clearing wreck ship. But again, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Going to clear wreck ship, if that was Kraid or if that was the other way to Lower Norfair, it becomes huge for Audra, and we say Audra's got a clear advantage. Tilly doesn't have a chance. But Tilly's skipping the back of wreck ship to go to this. Clearly you can see Tilly's out ahead. It doesn't matter what boss we fight here. It could be Dragon, it could be Kraid, it doesn't matter. And it's going to be Dragon. So this is absolutely huge.
Yeah, and Ice Beam as well, like you said, like things that were tipping one way are now kind of tipping the other way. Like, what's my last boss? Is it Vanilla Kraid then? Is that how this works? Yeah, it is Vanilla Kraid.
Yeah, it's going to be Vanilla Kraid.
Yeah, the Ice Beam is going to make the Metroids faster. It's also going to power up the beam. We don't even know if Audra's going to get the Wave Beam. And like I said, you do not want to be firing power beam shots at the end of the seed.
No.
With the charge beam, Audra has not elected to, keep collecting miners. So sitting at 6540, which is a good amount. But like I said, with just power beam, it's really not. You would rather have a lot more. So we'll see if a check comes through as far as, behind this boss, behind the Kraid boss, potentially you're also going to have Closet open.
Now listen,
Maybe
shout out to
a
MM2.
Plasma comes in. And,
shout out to MM2 because MM2 makes a really good point. I know MM2 and Audra, MM2 adding back and forth, but MM2 says I was going to say Audra's ammo is better NevD, but then I remembered Hill has CIW, so Charge Ice Wave. So again,
and doesn't check the space jump item. Like I said, that makes sense. Honestly, you're fine with the damage that you have.
I mean, the reason you're in go mode again, we have Charge, we have Ice, we have Wave. Audra has Charge. This could literally come down to the Mother Brain 2.
I mean, Tilly's already ahead and is gonna have a faster early Torian as well. Like this is it's not looking good for the prospects of a comeback here. Ooh, got blue. Are we gonna get a spike suit? You only really it doesn't matter that you blew that because like you use that in East Meridia, and if you're anywhere else, it just kind of like isn't a thing. X-ray, we're not getting that.
Hello, X-ray. Goodbye, X-ray. With all due respect, like if you know the game, it becomes a useless item unless you have fun and microwave an enemy. But X-Ray is so helpful if you play the game casually and you don't know where every item is. So, that's huge. Tilly is out ahead. But again, something to keep in mind.
Really needs to be careful.
Yep, and see, that's the thing. Audra has Screw Attack. It's going to make the lower North air escape easier for Audra. While Tilly has to, take their time. Like, look at it. 91 HP and 1 energy tank.
191.
Yeah, 191. Like, that's not a lot. These 3 musketeers do damage.
Yeah. As long as you don't get hit more than once by any of them, you will be fine. Unless you start taking damage here. But yeah, most of the time this will be perfectly fine here. And yeah, if Audra doesn't get this wave beam here, like, that's even, like, they need that if chances exist in this race.
Yep.
We've seen obviously throughout the race that movement advantage has gone that way.
Damage and Crystal Flash. You get the reserve tank.
How much is in that though? Because so much in there. I was gonna say because you're getting double hit here.
Tilly's get the save thing. Hey, Crystal Flash, nicely done. Tilly's get a Crystal Flash. It's
no,
smart.
6 power bombs. That's not enough.
Oh my goodness, Tilly, Tilly miscalculated.
Supers do like half damage to these things too.
And Audra did get wave beam. Huge.
Everything just like flipped again.
And listen, exact science. I apologize for the X-ray disrespect. I actually like X-ray, right? But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't really serve a purpose outside of casual gameplay if you don't know where the items are, or like I said, if you want to microwave an enemy.
Or you want to do illegal glitches. That are
I do my best to not watch the glitched runs.
I was gonna say you probably want that super, but yeah, obviously as you can see,
such trouble, and Audra's making up all the time back. This is going
things
to
just
be
got really close
race.
again. The ice beam obviously still looms large, especially because, as Chats pointed out, only 10 power bombs. So you do have to either get pretty lucky or.
Tilly, don't do it! Oh my god, Tilly just gave up the lead. Tilly just gave up the lead.
I think Audra's just realized the mistake that was made. So the thing about this is that makes this bad. Not only does health refill really, really, really slowly at the ship, there's literally a health refill in Kraid's lair. So yeah, actually, Audra, like I said, I think they realized the like error of their ways because of the self-connection quirk about only can happen once. So they're like, I was really, really dumb and should have done this way the whole time.
This is so bad. Tilly, I really don't know what that was. I mean, I get it. You're trying to play this safe. You have 3 crabs to at least give you some energy. You have a decent amount of ammo to get rid of the other key. Like, I feel bad. Like, Tilly had the lead and just gave it up.
Yeah, these it's hard to play these. It's hard to play under pressure. Again, you're going up against a very, very good player here, and like, you do not want to die. That's for certain. But like, you were in, I guess. No, I mean, like, you have gravity. You have a spring ball. Like, it's not like you needed to spark across. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways that thought processes can be had. But what's certainly true is that ship refills are really slow when you have like 9 energy tanks plus your reserves to fill, and you were at like 75 health.
Yep. I mean, again, I get it. I understand it. They're high-fiving here, and Audra is going to run all the way to Torian. And this is...
still not over because of Ice Beam.
Yeah, I think the Key Hunters... Not the Key Hunter... Yeah, the 3 Musketeers, those 3 lower North Air Key Hunters, I really think had kind of got to Tilly a little bit, and it's just, oh look, another leaping energy tank.
We might have seen all of them this seed somehow. We found a lot of them.
So on the way to Torian, Audra just has to go all the way across. So this is a little bit interesting. So the quickest route back to Torian is you have to go all the way to Torian Door to route into Redburn Sword Tube. Then you have to go make your way up to middle of Red Tower to get to Torian. So, and DJ?
It's a lot closer than you usually are from your final boss to Turian in pretty much any mode or any vanilla category. So yeah, not too bad.
DJ, I also want to let you know that because of how this seed went, I signed up for Game 2.
Oh, cool.
Unless chat doesn't want me here, in that case, I'm going to bed. I'm only kidding, chat. So
this is the wrong door again.
Oh my
They
goodness.
really have some mistracked stuff.
I'd say.
Oh, this is... Where are we going? Where are we going? All you had to do was go
Audra, what? Oh my, what is happening?
I'm so confused right now. You were literally next to Red Tower. I don't even know where this goes. This goes to...
I don't know what
they're
Tilly's
lost.
Doing. I mean, I don't know what
Tilly's doing good. Tilly's going the right way. Audra having issues.
I said the wrong name. I'm sorry. It's late. Sue me. Actually, please don't. You'll just get bills. Kidding. Oy vey. Alright. Audra, I don't know what you're doing.
I have one more thing.
I'm so confused. What is... Oh, Audra's gonna go... Are you going business then, Audra, or are you going croc door, which is gonna get you the green Prince Star? What are you doing? What is happening?
Yeah, the end of this has been wild and wacky, and the league kind of shifted again. Unfortunately for our runner on the right, just some mismatched portals have put Tilimorf firmly in a commanding lead. This is
Audra's wrong check of the door has ended this, and Audra's finally found Red Bread Star, and off we go. But this is it. Like, Tilly has the advantage.
Yeah, unfortunately, he isn't using that ice beam advantage here in the first room. Without bombs, you do still have to power bomb these. But yeah, it's better Metroid rooms. It's, you know, you're not refilling at this elevator, and then you have better damage as well on Mother Brain. It's a lot of things tipping in Tilly's advantage here at the end.
So much advantage right now for Tilly. Again, has ice beam so it can make easier use of these Metroid through Metroid 2. Now heading to Metroid 3. And for those that are new and just watching, first of all, welcome. Second of all, make sure you follow these amazing runners. !R in chat to follow the runners. !C to follow the commentary and tracking. But also, if you're new, one thing with this preset, you just saw it on the screen. Well, why did all their things go back to refill? Because here, as soon as you head into Torian, just how this tournament preset is, you get everything refilled once you head down to Torian. You can do that as many times as you want to refill. Again, there are how many Metroid rooms, so that's why you need to come into Torian with about 15 power bombs, and you see Audra is going to go do this. Clears up the first Metroid room and is going to go back up to refill.
Yeah, if you do your power bomb struts correctly, you're going to use 3 to each room. So yeah, if you have 10 max, you can either hope to get drops, or you can just do this refill after room 1, and you'll be good to go. But as we saw on Tilimor's side, the ice beam freezes them, lets you damage them with either missiles or supers. One super does it with the double damage.
And the baby Metroid
they otherwise
made... Yeah, sorry, the baby Metroid made Tilly's character cry.
Yeah, the sprite work that goes into these alternate sprites, it doesn't stop at just, you know, the standard running and stuff. They have unique crystal flash animations, the baby grab animations, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work goes into them, and it's
pretty awesome.
Very much appreciated, yeah.
So this seed in this race has gone back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. We've seen Audra have the lead until he get the lead, Audra have the lead until he get the lead, and Tilly's now in the lead. And again, with Ice Beam, it's going to make this Zeb skip very easy, as opposed to doing a speed Zeb skip. Nicely done. And now this is it. 80 missiles, 27 supers, but a charge ice wave combo is going to be very good here. Tilly is not going to head into the glass, which is totally fine, and is literally just launching a ton of missiles at Mother Brain's head. Alright, so DJ, 41 missiles left and 27 supers. Tilly is on to Mother Brain 2, and Audra is just getting to the baby skip.
Yeah, a tragedy would have to strike at this point for things to swing once again. But yeah, just at the end there was definitely some unsurety or mistracked portals or whatever. But bigger than that, at the beginning of this end game routing was you know, the decisions as far as, you know, going to the back of wreck ship when clearly obviously you didn't need to, which was unknown at the time, but that was a thing that you could have gathered other knowledge and deduced at some point. And then yeah, the lower Norfair traversal as well. You saw it on their face when they came back into criteria. They knew that that was also not the best way to do this. So, you know, the game does not it doesn't hold your hand and sing kumbaya. You know, you make a mistake, you get punished.
You got it. Now, in the meantime, DJ, there are definitely things to consider here heading into. Audra had the clear movement advantage. We saw routing decisions that were very linear runners heading up to a certain point again, by Tilly skipping wrecked ship and Audra checking back a wrecked ship. That allowed Tilly to gain time, and then Audra got ahead, and then Audra went the wrong way because Tilly went back to the ship, which I'm very surprised didn't really mess them up. And Tilly isn't gonna go for the stand-up trick. What is happening?
It doesn't say it's barely worth like anything in this with this beam combination, and you know.
Oh, with this beam combo, yeah, that's fine. Okay. This has been a
stand up always saves some amount of time if you manipulate the baby cutscene correctly, but other than that, yeah, with this week with beam, like no need to really do it. And yeah, you can see. I mean, it's basically as long as this Mother Brain 2 fights, that's the difference between our runners. Mm-hmm. And
hey Tilly, if that was a beer, can I have some? You just chug that like a boss. I'm sorry, I had to call that out. I was watching Tilly's webcam and I'm just seeing chug, 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 chug. I'll stop now. I'm so getting fired. No kidding. Oh, it's late. So, DJ, what are you expecting here from game number 2?
I mean, who knows? Obviously, like you said, this one, they made very, very similar decisions. The biggest, you know, the biggest decision before Go mode was just, you know, Bubble Mountain versus not. And like we said, that definitely kind of worked out both ways because on one end, Tilly saved time, on the other end, Audra had the screw attack, which, as you know, I said it was going to pay dividends. I didn't think the dividends were going to be quite as extreme as we saw on Tilly's side with, you know, the issues at Three Musketeers, but
yeah, and you know what the interesting thing is? Someone just said it in chat that A0 said that some gnarly looking ketchup. You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember back, I think it was in the 2000 when Heinz came up with the different colored ketchups?
Never understood why they did that.
I didn't either, but you're welcome for bringing you back down memory lane. It made absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense whatsoever, so this has been an absolutely amazing race. I can't wait for race number 2. And you know, like DJ said, it's going to take a massive mistake from Tilimorf to lose this. And this has just been so much fun, a great race. And Tilimorf is going to get race number 1 as long as they get a escape. Which I don't think it will. The escapes are just some technical out, but, you know, I don't see them taking 3 minutes here. I mean, maybe if Tilly wants to go save the animals, you know, maybe this becomes literally a neck-and-neck race. But, we'll see.
Yeah. This room definitely a little bit awkward without high jump, but, you know, again, you've done a bunch of randomizer, you've definitely been in this situation yourself, and you just gotta, you know, be careful, be deliberate, have good spin control, and you'll be good to go. just a few more rooms. This race is gonna end up. I mean, the time difference is obviously very close. You can see that on your screen. Probably the escape will start for Audra right when Tilly's on the ship, maybe a little bit later.
Yep.
As we see a left side spark.
Left side.
That's cute.
Hey, Tilly. There'll definitely be a lot to talk about. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you feel like being night owls, or wherever you are in the world watching this, this is a best of 3 that is back to back to back. So please keep that in mind. This is a best of 3 series that is back to back. So Tilly wins game number 1. Audra's gonna go ahead and finish it. Shaking your head like, yep, I knew it. I messed up.
Official race time 1 hour 4 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yep. What a it's GG's to both runners. I mean, come on.
I assuming that swig of water that he took is not the gulp you were talking about earlier, but yeah, like you said, this was a back and forth affair.
I had to say it.
Some some decisions that worked out horribly. I know for both runners. The play in the Three Musketeers, like it looked like Tilly was trying to be like kind of safe and then kind of not, and then like the reserve double hit and then some panic, and then that took a long time and let Audra back in it. But you got to know your portals here.
Yep. Just like that.
A lot of people
Audra
have different methods that they use to keep track of them, but do what works for you, and keep those things straight.
And Audra is finished. So with that, DJ, you're gonna be back here for game number 2, tracking. You're more than welcome to join on again. I'm approved. Take a break, ladies and gentlemen, because the race is over. And with this race being over, we will see you in less than 10 minutes. Go get a snack, go to the bathroom, go get some water. Whatever you do, don't leave this channel, because we will be back in less than 10 minutes for race number 2 of this best of 3 series. Latest, peoples.